Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. Taken from about the 12. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is. But to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
So what an opportunity right from the word go. Here's 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold him to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they treat...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. And ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will... the 21-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are, for the moment, the best team in football. 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw. Daly. And that is incomplete. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me. And that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daly. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daly, throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Back to throw. Daly. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. An inside give to Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Daly. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On first and 10, Daly. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing on third. Gone. That's into the hands of Fortson. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, Swift. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Goff. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, There's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Quay Walker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for their offensive guys.
3rd and long. It's Goff. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Daly. Touchdown! Christian Watson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Play action. It's gone. This is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break. Daly, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Throwing on first down. Daly, this one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on second down. Daly, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
On first down, Daly. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late,
that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Goff on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Go off a handoff here to Swift. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Lions' 23-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Daly gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he coughed it up. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Back to throw. Daly caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 6 yards away. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 72 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Goff. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Slot man moves right. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Give to Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 3rd down. Daly. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Patterson now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Open man right side is shown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Off play action. Here's Goff.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of...
Yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Packers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year.